whenever anyone asks me about thumb rule, I want them to look at their fingers and look at their neighbor's fingers and tell me that both their thumbs are the same, even though their age is the same, their profile is the same, and normally it's not. So I don't believe in thumb rules. The other piece is that if I take 100 minus my age and say that's the amount of equity I should have in retirement, and let's say I'm going to live till the age of 110 we just spoke about, what will happen? Will you have minus 10% in equity? Will you make sure that you have enough in assets which are growing beyond the rate of inflation? And I think that's going to be a difficult task. So let me try and put it simply, that when you are planning for retirement, let's say that for everyone the retirement age is say 60, but I'm going to live till the age of 90. What happens? So I'm making an investment at that point in time for the next 30 years. Yes, I understand I want to take less risk at the age of 60, or I feel I'm capable of taking less risk at the age of 60 than when I was say 30. But the fact of the matter is that I am investing with a 30-year time horizon. Yes, for the next 5 years, 7 years, 3 years, depending on my feeling of uncertainty about risk, I want my money to be extremely safe, secure, that I am not running out of pocket for my monthly requirements over the next 3 to 5, 7 years. But what happens beyond that? If I get to a situation where my safe investment actually returns me rate of interest which are lower than inflation, then I'm going to eat into capital. So I have to know and realize that at the age of 60 I'm investing some part of my money which I will draw on only 5, 10, 15, 20 years later. And when I'm investing with that time horizon, I certainly need to allocate certain money to equity. The other practical thing again that we see from our clients is people probably close to retirement are the ones who are most willing to take risk, primarily because they've accumulated, they've had a probably frugal lifestyle, they've accumulated savings, they've invested well, they've taken care of all their sort of requirements of educating their child, getting their child married, and now they are wanting to live life well, they want to spend money on holidays, etc. And whenever possible, can they upgrade to business class and go instead of economy? And the only way they can do that is when they receive jackpots or win lottery tickets. And that can happen by investments in equity. And there will be years when you will make abnormal returns. There will be years when you will not make abnormal returns. If you are managing to put aside that abnormal return and say, okay, 1/4 of that return I'll use for blowing it up or upgrading my holiday, that may be a great idea to ensure that I'm enjoying my life and I'm not really so worried about my money, and I'm ensuring that my day-to-day living is comfortable. So certainly 100 minus age is not the method of determining how much money goes in equity. Depends on your needs, depends on your risk profile, depends on how much money you want to blow up on your next holiday.